Hey, welcome back. So today, I'm gonna do a very minor modification on the car. I'm gonna go ahead and put on these new lug nuts. These are Muteki SR48, so I think that means they're 48 millimeters long. And I also got a set of wheel locks for them as well. So they're called Burning Blue or Burnt Blue. And a couple of things about these. They are known to be cheap. So they're gonna probably peel after a little while or start to rust. So I'm gonna do something pretty ricey. I'm gonna go ahead and spray paint them with a clear coat. So they're ready, this finish is probably a paint. So that's why they kind of crack and rust and stuff. I'm gonna just paint a little clear coat on them. Maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. But these weren't too expensive. I got them off eBay for the set of lugs and the locks. So it was about $110 or so, so not too much. If you buy them from a store or something, they're gonna charge you a lot more. These look pretty genuine, I guess, for Muteki. So don't really have a problem with putting these on. Don't think they're fake or anything, but Muteki probably isn't really the best brand. Probably not, your Rays or whatever. But they're affordable and they'll work for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear coat them with this spray paint, this clear coat from Duplicolor that I had left over from a previous project. Now the important thing is though, even if you don't clear coat them, you gotta be careful when you're putting these on because they will chip from the tool that you're using. If I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't have clear coated them because they came out a little bit purpley. Not too much, just a little bit. I feel like if the clear coat wears out, it'll go back to what the original color kind of was. It has just a little bit of a purple hint on it, and it kind of already did, but more so now than before. But they're cheap lug nuts, no big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and weigh them in a set, which is 4 lugs and 1 lock. There's one set, about 280 grams. Getting a little closer there, you can see some of the shavings from the paint coming off here, and that's expected because the lug nuts were, they have to tighten the wheel. That's the most important thing, is to tighten them. Now the new lug nuts do come with their own wheel lock key, which is a 17 here. And looks like an adapter for either 19 or 21 up here, but it's kind of rough inside, so I'm actually going to use my own 17 millimeter socket because it's a lot more smooth inside, so I feel like it's not going to chip the paint as easily as this one. And of course the wheel locks do come with their own wheel lock key. For these, you just want to make sure that you're actually doing this by hand, getting them on there hand tight. Cheap lug nuts. You don't want to use a impact wrench because it's going to chip off the paint and it's just going to rust a lot faster. That's stupid. The wheel lock key, it's got a 19 end. So the same company that sells this, which is made to be used with a 17 millimeter, sells the locks, which have a key that's made to be used with a 19 mil. Ah! Alright, just a reminder guys, make sure when you guys are torquing the wheels, it doesn't hurt to come back later on after you've driven it a little bit just to recheck the torque, make sure it's still on there at the right spec. Again, the lug nuts that came from Muteki, they say 75 to 85 foot-pounds. Toyota, Subaru recommends 89 foot-pounds. So I'm not going to show you guys the other 3 wheels that I did. I thought it'd just be kind of boring. And I did retorque it at some point today to 85 foot-pounds. Anyway, video is almost over, so let's just get back to it. So as you can see, I still have the hub-centric center caps unpainted. I'm going to go ahead and paint those another time, you know, because I really don't have time to be without the wheels or the car right now, and it's going to have to take a little bit to paint them and wait for them to dry and stuff. The lug nuts were real fast to clear coat them, but these, I want to paint them real nice and make sure they match real good to the wheels, so that'll be another time for another video. But this one, I think, was a success. Damn. They're lighter.